Hey everyone, welcome to week 2 of our Midweek Mix-Up. Every week we're mixing it up with something different. My name's Pastor Josh, and I am so excited to be hanging out with you all day. All right, here's the thing. I heard last week Mr. Michael taught you some sweet dance moves. So I thought it'd be kind of fun if we had a little bit of a dance-off to start, all right? Let's hit that music. Ready? All right, you go. Hit that dance move. Hit the dance moves. Hit the dance moves. Yeah. All right, my turn. Yeah. All right, you go one more time. Wow, that was awesome. See, I think your dance moves were way better than mine, but that's okay. All right, you don't want to know what makes great dancing? Great music, right? I mean, who doesn't love great music? What are some of your favorite music artists? I bet you have some, right? So today, we're gonna learn how to make our own music. All you need are your hands, your mouth, your brain, and let's have a good time making some music.
Breathe deep, every breath I take is from you. Hope is running through my veins, filling up my heart with joy unending. Love is resurrecting me. Your love is like to me, is written on my heart like a melody, reminding me and coming in chaos. I cannot outrun. Your love is like to me, it's like to me. Living water rising up in my soul. My heart never will run dry. I can't imagine life apart from you. Your word sustains me through the night. Your love is like to me, it's written on my heart like a melody, reminding me and coming in chaos. I cannot outrun. Your love is like to me, it's like to me. Your love is the air I'm breathing. Your love is the air I'm breathing. In your love, my heart is beating. You're all that I'm living for, all that I'm living for. Your love is the air I'm breathing. Your love is the air I'm breathing. In your love, my heart is beating. You're all that I'm living for, all that I'm living for. Your love is like to me, it's written on my heart like a melody, coming in chaos. I cannot outrun. Your love is like to me, it's like to me. Sometimes it's hard to know what the day is gonna bring. Some days you feel like you can fly. Some days we have broken wings. But with you by my side, I'll always be okay. You always shine color, even on a cloudy day. Sometimes we face trouble, we're scared and insecure. But with a friend like you, I'm always reassured that if I
It's so easy to find our identity in the things or the people that are around us. You know, we can find our identity in our friends that we hang out with, or maybe it's the sports we play or in our ability to perform. Anything that we're really great at can easily become our identity. But you know, the problem with that is that the minute that changes or it's taken away from us, we lose our identity. The Bible actually tells us that we're made in the image of God. We're made to love and to worship Him. And because God never changes, our identity is safe and secure in Him. And so we can worship Him from that truth today, knowing that we are who we are because of who Christ is. Worshiping God isn't what we do. It's a part of who we are. So let's worship Him today, knowing that we know who we are because of who Christ is.
You sing this with me tonight.
You show me every breath I breathe is from you. Every fingerprint part of you. I am yours from start to end. You hold me, and even when I wander, you are never farther than just a word away. We sing His name tonight, come on. When I say Jesus, the very mention shatters the darkness and calms my soul. When I say Jesus, even a whisper breaks through my doubting till all my fear is gone. We sing it, and on the name of Jesus, every fear is broken. Oh, nothing now can hinder your love that never fades, and I cannot escape it. Oh, I cannot erase it. Oh, I cannot deny it. Oh, you are here to save. When I say Jesus, the very mention shatters the darkness and calms my soul. When I say Jesus, even a whisper breaks through my doubting till all my fear is gone. When I say Jesus, the very mention shatters the darkness and calms my soul. When I say Jesus, even a whisper breaks through my doubting till all my fear is gone. When I say Jesus, when I say Jesus, oh, we say His name, we proclaim His name, the name of Jesus, the name of Jesus. Come on, church, we proclaim His name tonight.
Ricky, what are your hands doing?
Oh, these aren't my hands! Hey, help!
3, 2, 1. Liftoff. We have a liftoff.
I'm Ricky!
I'm Jamie.
Hey, let's get serious.
Okay, but only for 1 minute.
So priorities, we all have them. I have some, you have some. We all worship something, but not everything should be worshiped.
Lots of distractions get in the way when it comes to living a life of worship.
So the question is, what do you worship?
Oh, when I see a tree with leaves.
Soulful.
I just can't help but worship you, tree, with your
So you worship trees?
I think it's pretty obvious. I worship my sick gains.
I, too, worship the gains, but all I got is an 8-pack.
Crunch!
I got a cell phone. I got a cell phone. I got a cell phone. Hey, 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 hey.
I kind of have a problem with the gram, you know?
Well, for me, it's a little more simple. It's just my parents. You know, their approval, what they want, what they like, what they need.
Do your parents like sports? I'm such a big fan of sports. I love watching sports.
Text, call, tweet, post, call again.
Hallelujah, I worship the church.
I like to sing my music, like to sing it loud.
If I'm not at church, then I must be sleeping, is what I say.
The tuba. What was the question?
I love money!
I'm just saying I like to look good so that the girls like me.
I also just really like to spend a ton of time with my friends. Like, I hang out all the time with my friends.
Well, I think I worship the right things. I mean, on the weekend, you know, I go to church, I sing the songs, I do what I think, you know, that God would want me to do. I think I worship God, but man, when I go home during the week, I spend a lot of time on YouTube. I play a lot of games. I mean, that's kind of where the time goes.
Funny gifts, sad gifts.
We go to every single service.
That's right, hallelujah.
And sometimes we're sitting in all those services so long, I gotta say, my hiney kind of hurts.
Hey, don't say that. I go to church so much that I know what words are right to say and which ones are not right to say. Heine's not on that list.
Look at these spots. Look at them. Look at them.
I mean,
look at them.
Listen, Geraldine, you're beautiful, but we should be worshiping our great God, not ourselves.
So what are you worshiping? Because I promise you, there's something that you're giving your best to. There's something that you're giving most of your time to, most of your thought life to, most of your energy to, right? That you elevate above everything else. Is it your possessions? Is it your image? None of those things are bad. I'm just proving the point that we understand what it's like to worship without music. So what do you worship, right? And if you're having a hard time figuring it out, I would challenge you to start by figuring out, what do your hands spend the most time doing? I know it sounds crazy, but like, what do you hold the most carefully? What do you spend the most time with in your hands? Is it your phone? Are you constantly on Instagram? I know that's it for me. Is it what you're typing most often? Like, what words are you typing? Is it your school books? Is it your grades? That it has to be a certain grade, and that's the thing that you spend the most of your energy and give your best to. If you're having a hard time figuring out what you're worshiping, I would just start by checking your hands and seeing if maybe you're accidentally worshiping something more than you thought you were.
Look who joined us!
It's Leslie and James!
We heard you might need some help with your cooking challenge today.
Cooking challenge? Yeah. And we came to lend a hand or two.
Oh, okay. It's the Not My Arms challenge. Follow the recipe to create some tasty desserts. The catch is you can't use your own arms. What? Why?
Okay.
Oh.
Ricky, prepare.
Yeah.
All right. So you
Oh, feel like a big red hot.
Yeah. Oh.
There you go. Does his head need to be inside here too?
This is how it works.
Is this wrong?
Welcome to the Loop Show Cooking Show. We are going to. I'm just going to grab this card right in front of me. Yeah. Yep. Perfect. So yeah. Okay. Yeah. Step 1: spread on the sauce.
Yep,
yeah,
I
think this red thing is the sauce.
There it is.
You know, I'm just gonna dig in really deep into this bucket of sauce.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna bring it right over to the top.
But look at the technique that I'm using.
That technique is great. Yeah, absolutely.
Yes.
The
Just
entire
add a little
bowl
bit
has been
more.
emptied out. So it's just spreading it all over. Just gonna flip this over.
This is a splatter technique that you might have seen
Flip
back
it over
in the
one
early
more
80s.
time. So
Splatter.
step 2 is add the toppings.
Oh.
We have some jelly
Good idea.
bean toppings right over here that we're just gonna sprinkle on. Just
Great.
throw it on there. Yeah,
Great.
absolutely.
You don't need that spoon.
Hey, Jamie, I'm gonna catch this in my mouth. Look.
Oh.
All right, watch.
Almost.
Yeah, I'm gonna get it. almost. Oh, no. All right.
Oh, Ricky, here you go.
Thank you. That is delicious. Thank you.
Oh, thank you. I just,
Jamie, you're doing a great job.
No, you're
excellent work.
Sorry, couldn't decide between a fist bump or a high five.
Jamie, you have a special topping over on your side.
I do. I love coconuts so much. Oh, here, let's just put a little bit more. It's kind of like a Christmas theme that we have going on. We've got some snow on our pizza.
Jamie, can you give me something? I'd love to help out.
Yes. Oh, right. I'm so sorry, Ricky.
Absolutely. Yeah. And then throw it in the air. Yeah. Perfect.
Yeah.
Just go ahead, cut straight down the middle. We're just gonna make a bunch of shapes. All right, Jamie, go ahead and take the first bite.
Okay, wonderful. Oh.
Yeah. What do you think of it? Wait.
So good.
Go ahead, take a bite.
I think I might have some on my face, but.
Thank you. Oh, thank you. That's very doughy. I like the crust.
That's really good.
Thanks for watching our Loop Show to Cooking Show. Next time we will be making a lasagna out of toothpaste and orange juice.
Yeah, here we go. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3.
Love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your soul, with all your mind. Love the Lord your God with all your heart and soul and mind. And love your neighbor as yourself. What is a life of worship? What is a life of worship? How can I praise if I can't sing? What do I give the one, the God who made everything? How can I fill my days with hallelujahs in my hands? What are the greatest of commands? Jesus replied, love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your soul, with all your mind. Love the Lord your God with all your heart and soul and mind. To love your neighbor as yourself. Come on. Love the Lord your God with all your heart and soul and mind. And love your neighbor as yourself.
Yes.
Hey, we're back with more Loop Show Cooking Show.
Loop Show Cooking Show, get ready to go.
Oh
my gosh.
Great. Wow, look at all of this stuff. Oh, there's a card. I think I got it.
Okay, those
Right
bananas,
here.
I have to
Got
peel them
it.
first, but
You're right on it, because step 1 is to peel the bananas and put them in the bowl.
step 1, peel the bananas. Now, as you can see here, I'm peeling from the bottom
I'm gonna
because
set
this
this
is the
card down.
right way to peel them.
I'm
You
gonna
do it
grab
the-
a banana too, actually. That's beautiful.
Excuse me, Leslie, did you just throw a piece of banana
I'm
at me?
sorry, my bad.
That was-
we need to put them in a bowl
Wow,
though. We need to put them
okay.
do you have a bowl?
I have.
I think they're like right in front of you. Could you pass us a bowl?
So those are bowls.
You got
What is
to.
step 2?
We're gonna add scoops of ice cream.
Wait, did
to
we
our
put the
bowl.
banana in the bowl? Oh yeah, we did.
Mine
we did
is
that.
in the bowl. It's such a good
So-
moisturizer for your face, though. I heard.
I don't know if
Have you
you-
ever tried this? I already did mine this
Cold.
morning, so I'm just gonna.
Oh gosh!
Yeah.
I'm actually. Oh,
You want
can
this?
I get some of that?
Well, first
But
we're gonna do ours first. James, move your hand. See?
No offense,
Here you
but the hardest thing for me to do is share with food.
Here, you got it?
Well,
Got
don't-
it?
don't
Get
pour it on me.
Get it!
Ah!
Spill
Stop!
it!
Melted all this ice cream.
wow.
Yeah, right there. Just oh my goodness.
That's amazing.
Leslie, did you see how big of a scoop I just got?
Yeah, that's a lot.
Shake, shake, shake it up. No, that's the boat. Really, for me, the whipped cream is more of like for flair
Okay.
rather than flavor. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Would you like some chocolate syrup?
Well, almost. Yeah, I'm
Hold
ready
your hand
now.
out. Hold your hand out.
Well,
Here
okay,
you go.
yep. Don't act like you can't see what I'm
Give me a
pointing at.
second.
Don't
Here.
act like you
Here.
don't know.
Here.
You know.
Catch
Loop
it.
show. You know I
you're
can't
not even
catch
trying.
things. Ah! Almost. I almost had it. Ah! No, don't you do Leslie!
What?
You can't take my umbrella!
Look.
You see this?
Compared to yours?
Everybody, you see?
Bro.
You see the beautifousness?
Nope, all about this.
The boat has to float,
Yes,
Leslie.
it's floating.
Let the boat
on
float.
by.
Ow. I'm going to fall.
Here, let me help you get that out of your mouth.
Oh,
I'm so
get
concerned. I'm so concerned.
Wow, that actually tastes really good. I want another bite though.
Okay.
Can I get a bite of the ice cream without the umbrella?
When we talk about this word worship at church, it's really about one thing. It's about making God's priority our priorities. Let's look at a few stories from the Bible of the way people were using their hands to worship God. You've heard of the disciples. Well, when Jesus showed up in their lives, they were already at work. They were fishermen. They were literally there with ropes, pulling in fish in their hands. And Jesus said, "Come, follow me." You see, when Jesus called the disciples, they weren't just sitting around waiting for a savior to come call them. They were already working. They were already using their hands to make a livelihood. They were fishermen. Their hands were full of nets. It was their lifestyle. It was their priority. They did this because their lives depended on it. And yet when Jesus called them, they let that go. They made what Jesus wanted a priority and said, "Jesus, however you want to use my hands in your kingdom, I'll go do that because I know that you will do way more with my hands than I ever could on my own." Their hands healed, their hands wrote, their hands taught, their hands literally brought people into relationship with God when they made space for Jesus to work in their lives. Or take the kid who just had his lunch, 5 loaves, 2 fish, and he gave it to Jesus, and Jesus took that out of his hands and fed thousands, all because he was willing to surrender what he had to see what God could do, way more than he ever could on his own. And what about Jesus? He could have chosen to stay popular. He could have chosen to just be comfortable. He could have had his fame. He could have been in the news and just been a big name during his time, but guess what? He said, "Not my will, not my priority, but God, whatever you want, that's what I'll do." And he changed the course of all of our lives forever. Or even the early church, after Jesus had gone back to heaven, they literally said, "It's not about me and my priorities, but it's about all of us as believers." They took all of their possessions and provided for the needs of those around them. That was their act of worship. All of those people, they worshiped by the life that they lived. It wasn't about the singing, it was about what they were making a priority in their life. Story after story of people dropping their comfortable routines in order to say, "God, what do you want to do? Because I know it's going to be more than I can do on my own. If I literally make space for you to move, I know you'll show up, and I know you're going to do more than I could ever pull off on my own."
My hands were seriously freezing when I reached into the ice cream. Yeah, that's why I was wiping on you the whole time.
Oh yeah, thank you, because you wiped it on my face, and then my face was freezing too.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, y'all, it is so easy to fill our lives with more stuff.
More technology.
More accomplishment.
More approval.
And the problem with that is it gets so overwhelming and crowded, and more stuff can never love you back.
Yeah, that's true. Like when we take our focus off God, we're never fully satisfied.
Yeah. So what fills your hands? What demands your time?
You want a full life, the sense of purpose? Focus on your priorities.
A life of worship fully focused on God is life at its fullest.
Thank you guys for joining us.
Yes.
Thanks for having us.
This was so fun.
Good. Do you guys want to sign off with us?
Yes,
Yay! All right, on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3.
Enjoy the ride.
Oh, it's gonna be so sticky.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so sticky.
Okay, what's up, brave kids? For today's Teach Me How, I'm going to teach you how to write a song. That's right. We're going to write a song today. I'm going to teach you some basic things that you need to know. And then at the end of it, if you want to go and write your own song, you can do that because we're going to teach you how. I love music, all right? Now, there's an infinite number of possibilities of notes and rhythms and lyrics and all of that we can take to make a song. But here's the reality. We're going to learn some basics today, and then you can take them and write your own song, okay? So music is essentially this. It's notes, which is pitch. So it's like, ah, ah, ah. Those are all 3 different pitches or notes, right? And then it's rhythm. Ah, ah, ah is different than ah, 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 ah. That's different, right? There's different rhythm in there. And then it's also silence. Hear that? That's right. Silence and notes, silence and rhythm, all of that combines to make what we call music. And how you use silence matters. So watch this. If I clap like this, 1, 2, 3, do you feel the anticipation building? And all of a sudden, while it was quiet there, all of a sudden you can anticipate like, oh, he's not done. Using silence there is a little trick that we can use to create or build suspense in music. So What we're going to do is we're going to do 3 things today. We're going to teach you how to make a beat. We're going to learn what a melody is or come up with our own melody. And then we're going to put some lyrics to it and create our own song. And then once you know how to do those things, I want to encourage you to go home and write a song. I want to encourage you to write what you're feeling or express thanks to someone that you really love or maybe express worship to God, okay? So let's start with the first thing. Let's talk about a beat. Now, in music, most of the songs that we know, most of the songs that we listen to on the radio are in what's called 4/4 time. Now, you don't need to know what all of that means, but here's the basic part. Ready? If we count together and we go 1, 2, 3, 4, that's one measure or one bar. So when we're starting a song, we're going to start clapping all together. So I want you to clap with me right now. We're just going to use our hands. We don't need any instruments today. We don't have a drum set. We're just going to use our hands and our voices, just the things that God gave all of us, and then we're going to use that to make our song. So here we go. Ready? We're going to count 1, 2, 3, 4 and clap with our hands at the same time. Ready? So 1, 2, 3, 4. Good job. Now, let's do that 2 times, and both times we're going to count 1, 2, 3, 4. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Great job. Okay, now it's really important that when we're making music, we keep a steady beat. So what we don't want to do is 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. You hear how I sped up there? What we want to do is be really nice and steady. Every beat the same. We keep a steady beat. We keep a steady beat, right? That's super important. Now, just because we can count to 4, that's kind of the basics. But sometimes we want to add more beats in there. And so when we do, we count it using the word "and" between each of the numbers. That sounds like this. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Can you try that with me? Let's try it together, okay? 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Good job. Way to go. Okay, now let's mix it up a little bit here, all right? Because that's very basic. It's cool. Sometimes a lot of songs actually just have that, and that's great. But we might want to mix it up a little bit. We want to make it just a little bit more interesting. So let's try this. Let's try just removing the final "and." So we're going to count 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and not clap on the "and," all right? So let's do 2 measures like that. It goes like this. Ready? 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Good job. All of a sudden, did you hear how that little bit of space at the end of 4 just kind of got us ready? It kind of just created like, oh, he's doing something different. We're doing something different between those beats. All right, now, let's try removing the "and" after 2. So it's going to be 1 and 2, 3 and 4. Okay? So here we go. Ready? 1 and 2, 3 and 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Right? Now we've got something a little bit more interesting happening. We kind of have 2 groups of 3, right? So whatever beat you want to make, we want to come up with a beat that we just think sounds really fun. So you could try that at home. You can always start with 1 and then play around, removing "ands," subtracting "ands," all of that. Whatever you want to do, come up with a beat that you think sounds really fun. So for today, one of the beats that I think sounds really cool, it's simple, but it's really cool. It goes like this. 1, 2, 3 and 4. 1, 2, 3 and 4, right? Nice and simple, nice and easy. Now, here's going to be the important thing. If you're at home and you're watching this, and maybe you have a sibling with you, maybe you have someone that's watching you, a caretaker, maybe it's a parent, maybe it's an aunt or an uncle, whoever it is that's watching with you, if they're doing this with you, this becomes a lot easier if one person takes the clapping or the rhythm part and another person takes the part that we're going to do next, okay? So for today's song, we've got a really cool beat, right? 1, 2, 3 and 4. Try it with me. 1, 2, 3 and 4. Again, 1, 2, 3, and 4. So our hands are keeping a steady beat. 1, 2, 3, and 4, right? Nice and fun, nice and simple, but I think it's going to be really good. Now, next comes our melody. It's our pitch. It's the notes that we're going to sing. Now, here's the thing. You don't have to be a great singer. You just got to sing. You just got to try it. Don't worry about what anyone else thinks. We're just going to have fun here. We're going to learn how to make our own song. All right, so here's what we're going to do. I'm going to come up with a melody that I think sounds good. Now, the trick to coming up with a great melody for a song is keeping it simple. We want to come up with something really simple, and then we just want to keep that simple thing going and just change it or tweak it a little bit. Okay, so let's see. If our beat is like this, ready, beat makers? Here we go. Ready? 1, 2. What if our melody went like this? Ma na 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 na. Ma na 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 na. Ba na 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 na. Ba da 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 da. Ba da 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 da. All right, really simple. Did you hear how my melody just went ba da 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 da? It's just 3 notes. Ba da 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 da. And then after a couple times, I thought maybe we could do something a little bit different. And so the 3rd time I went ba-da-da-da-da-da. It's kind of the same, but it's just a little bit different, a little bit higher. Ba-da-da-da-da-da. And then the last line, I went back to my first melody, but held out the final note. So ba-da-da-da-da-da. Nice and simple. We'll come up with lyrics later. That's the final part of this, but that's a really good melody. Now, that's just the melody that came up for me right now. Maybe for you, you come up with a different melody. You can try. You can come up with 1,000 different melodies. You can have lots of notes. You can have a simple one. But whatever you do, just keep it consistent, keep it simple, and have fun. Make it something that you like. All right, now that melody kind of sounds like what we call a verse. A verse is that part of a song that usually it starts with a song and maybe we sing that verse again, but with like different lyrics the second time, okay? Those are called verses. So what our song needs now is a chorus, because that melody kind of sounded like, yeah, it's kind of cool, but it doesn't like go anywhere. It doesn't lift, okay? So I want to come up with a chorus now, all right? So ba-da-da-da-da-da, that's our verse, all right? So beat makers, ready? Here we go. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Good job. 1, 2. All right, so chorus melody like this. Ba-da, ba-da, ba-da-da-da-da-da, ba-da, ba-da, ba-da-da-da-da. Okay, now you can hear how hard that is, right? Sometimes we mess up our beat a little bit. That's okay. Just keep going. It doesn't have to be perfect. What matters is that we have fun. What matters is that we make something that we love, okay? So we have kind of a chorus. Do you feel how that my singing in that section, it just got a little bit louder, it was a little bit higher, and it felt just more like, oh, I want to just keep singing that over and over again. Okay. So now come the lyrics, okay? Lyrics are where you can have so much fun. In fact, you could even take the song that we wrote today and then just put your lyrics on top of it. That's the easiest thing that we could do. You could have one person make a beat, or if you can do it yourself, you can make the beat. You could also record if you have your parents' iPhone or you have an iPad that has voice memos or something that you can repeat. One thing that you can do is just keep a steady beat, record it over and over, and then you could play it back, and now you have like your own backing track. You have your own beat behind you, so you don't have to worry about clapping and singing at the same time, because you're going to mess up just like I just messed up, okay? So with the lyrics, we want to come up with something that's, again, really simple. It's got to fit with our melody, so the notes that we sang, it's got to fit within that. So you can write whatever song you want. One of my favorite things to do is write songs to and about Jesus, because I think Jesus has changed my life. He's the best thing in my world. And so I love writing songs to Jesus. But if you don't want to write a worship song, that's okay. You can write a song about a pet. You can write a song about what you're learning in school right now. You could write a song about your mom or your dad or a loved one, whatever you want, whatever comes to your mind. Write a song about that. But for this time, let's write a song about Jesus, because I think he's pretty great. So I want to come up with some words that I think of about Jesus. Another thing you can do is go to a psalm or go to somewhere in the Bible and look at what the Bible says about God and then write songs from that. So let's see. My God is. Let's start with that. My God is kind. My God is full of love. My God is compassionate. My God is full of grace. Those are just, it's simple. That's just some words that are coming to my mind. So let's see if we can take those words and put it to the melody and the beat that we already created, all right? So this is getting tricky here, but I think we can do this. Can you do it with me? Are you ready? Let's try this together, all right? So here's our beat. Let's go, beat makers. Ready? 1, 2, 3, and 4. All right, let's try this. Here we go. My God is full of love. My God is full of grace. My God's compassionate. My God will never fail. My God is full of love. Pretty cool, right? Now, you can always go back and change something or tweak something or rearrange the words however you want. This is just the part of the song where we're just trying something. We just want to sing something. We just want to try to feel what it's like to sing words, to sing notes, and to make a beat at the same time. And all of a sudden, we're starting to get a song, which is awesome. All right. Now, let's go to our chorus. Maybe in this chorus, because it's a little higher. Ba-da, ba-da. Okay, so maybe like 2 words. I know, my God, I know he'll never fail. I don't know, let's try something like that, all right? So here we go, here's our beat. 3 and 4. Here we go. I know, my God will never fail. Yeah, I know, my God will never fail. I know, my God will never fail. I know, my God will never fail. All right, that's pretty good. Now, again, I know I messed up on the clapping a little bit in there. It could be a lot when we're doing this all together, but hey, get mom or dad to help you. Get someone that's watching you to help you with this, or have one person be the beat. Have one person sing the melody. Have another person work on the lyrics, or work on the lyrics all together, and then take turns. Switch off, trade off doing each part. I promise you, you can do it. So let's try to put this whole thing together and see how it sounds. All right, here we go. From the top. Ready, beat makers? Here we go. Ready? Here we go. My God will never fail. My God is full of love. My God's compassionate. My God is full of grace. My God will never fail. I know, 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 my God will never fail. All right. Hey, I know we've been doing a lot of clapping, but give yourself a hand because that was pretty awesome. Way to go. All right. We just made our very first song. Now, Here's what I want you to do next. I want you to either take the song that we just came up with that beat, that same melody, and I want you to try writing your own lyrics to it. You can borrow some of ours, but try writing some of yours. What are your favorite things about God? What do you love about God? Or if you want to write about someone else, what do you love about your mom or your dad? What are you thankful for? Maybe you just say, thank you. I don't know, whatever. Come up with something. So now that you know how to write a song, I want you to try this on your own and know you can come up with anything because God just loves hearing us sing, creating music, and singing to Him. See you next time. Oh man, that was so great. I sure had fun. Did you have fun? I hope so. Hey, if you had fun today, wherever you are, give yourself a big thunderous clap. Yeah! I mean, I can't hear you because I'm on a screen, but I'm sure that you are clapping along. Hey, I loved hanging out with you today. Make sure you tune in next week. We're gonna do week 3 of the Midweek Mix-Up. See ya.